What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Gavin from Team Enforcers, bringing you a interactive OTK FTK burn deck. Nolan piloted this deck, and I asked him some questions and what his rounds were, and it's a pretty fun deck. One of my friends was trying to play this deck. He OTK'd a Sky Striker Trickstar because of the burn, but he couldn't make it farther because the worst part about the deck is if you don't get any draw power, the deck just crumbles. So let's get into it. 2 Mickey on the Timelord, really good because it halves your opponent's life points upon the end of the battle phase. 2 Mateon basically says your opponent can't have any monsters and they take 300 for each. For draw power, he plays 2 Desires, 3 Demise, 3 Duality. You probably play the Duality and the Demise if you go first against your opponent because you don't want to give up your battle phase. And I talked to him about it, and yeah, he did play this first. 2 Called by the Grave because this deck easily gets ashed by all the draw power it has, or draw really hurts the deck. Play 3 Wabaku. Your opponent can't basically attack you. You don't take any damage, your opponent will. 2 Secret Blast. If this card is destroyed while in your possession, your opponent takes 1,000 life points, and then you can still chain. So your opponent activates Twin Twister, and then you go, okay, and then they target the Secret Blast. Okay, you go up chain, activate Secret Blast, your opponent takes 300 damage for each card on their field, and they take 1,000 because it was destroyed by your opponent's card effect. Because your opponent sees his back row, and they're just going to instantly side in game 2 or game 3. Back row hate. 2 Heavy Storm Duster, back row hate against your opponent. 3 Just Desserts, 500 damage to your opponent for each monster they control. Secret Barrel probably comes in clutch because it's 200 for each card your opponent controls and in their hand. 2 Drama Trio, which will get destroyed when Medion attacks. So tokens can't be shuffled back into the deck, so they'd be destroyed, and your opponent takes 300 for each. Plus, they take 300 for each from Mateon's effect. 2 Threatening Roar. Your opponent has no battle phase. The hardest part in this deck is you have no basically. If you don't have a monster in field, all you have are traps. So you basically can't deal with your opponent attacking you. 2 Torrential for try to break big boards. Dimensional Wall, same thing as Threatening Roar and Wabaku. Activate only when your opponent's monster declares an attack. Instead of you take the battle damage, your opponent takes it. Your opponent takes the battle damage you would have taken from this battle. Play 1 Balance of Judgment from a draw power. He said his spicy attacks of the day, where his 2 lose 1 turns. Lose 1 turn, activate this card only if you currently control no special summoned monsters. While a monster face up on the field, negate its effects during the turn that monster was special summoned. If an effect monster is special summoned in attack position, change it to defense mode. See the difference about the Time Lords, or if you control no monsters, it's a normal summon, not a special summon, so it doesn't get its effects negated, and your opponent's monsters basically gets their effects negated because at this time in the metagame, everyone wants a special summon. So that's like a spicy attack. Your opponent doesn't get any monster effects, and you could just go off. He played 1 strike and 1 warning. Changes he would like to make, he would have rather put the strike and the warning in the side, and he wants to main 2 Inspector Border instead. Side deck, he played 2 Sandions because with Skill Drain, and if you flip Skill Drain with Sandion on the field, its effects are negated. Now it's a 4,000 beat stick that can basically deal battle damage now, and that's how he beat his Dino player, because he flipped Skill Drain, and your opponent can't activate monster effects, so Ultimate Conductor can't do anything anymore. And then Sandion can attack to Ultimate Conductor, and he takes battle damage now. Plays 2 DD Crows for Graveyard Hate, the 3rd Called by the Grave, 3 Evenly Matched, because in this type of matchup, it's not like Paleo or Altergeist where they need their battle phase. He can skip his battle phase and perfectly be fine with it in certain situations. He played 2 different Dimension Ground. This card says this turn any monster sent to the graveyard is banished instead. So if you play this against Goki, they cry. He also played 2 Magic Deflector, which is, you could decide this thing against Striker, and it really kills Striker. For the 1-ofs, he plays 1 Macro. When this card resolves, you can special summon Helios, which no one uses. While this card is face up on the field, any card sent to the graveyard is banished. 1 Order for any Spell Hate or Striker matchup, and 1 Skill Drain, which I already said about summoning with Sandaeon, which has a 4,000 beat stick. Round 1, he played against Cosmo. He lost. Round 2, he played against Mech Knight Invo. He won. Round 3, he played against Dino. Let's see. Round 3, he played against Seka BA, lost. Round 4, he played against Lunarlight, and he won. Round 5, he played against Dino, and he won because of the skill drain Sandaeon. Round 5, he played against Frogs, so totally awesome. And he won there. He played round 7. He played against Pendulum Magician, and he won. Well, this finishes this Timelord Burn deck profile, and he almost topped. He ended X2 and got 18th place. He should have topped 16, but he didn't have good enough tiebreakers. So best of luck to you, Nolan. Let's finish this deck profile. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel and get your game on YouTube. Peace.